North Carolina shore has some pretty sights, especially along the coast. That's where we find our Tar Heel traveler tonight. Scott Mason takes us on a boat tour in the Swansboro area of Onslow County.
The Swansboro area, the south end of the Crystal Coast. And to coast these waters is to experience what's here.
We're running in incredibly shallow water.
3 feet at most, and maybe only inches.
It gets so shallow that you may not be able to get in and get out.
But he's gotten in. On to Bear Island.
Unique shells here on Bear Island.
The beach is part of a state park, but accessible only by boat and loaded with seashells.
This is a whelk here. Yep, this is a really sought after type of shell. A lot of folks like to find these.
Captain Darrell often shuttles serious seashell collectors here.
This is a Florida fighting conch. This would be a good find.
The island is a good find.
Behind us, this is all Brown's Island here. This is all part of Camp Lejeune.
That island is off limits.
Because the warships actually sit offshore and send live ordnance over this island onto Camp Lejeune where they're doing training exercises.
Most of this area is Hammocks Beach State Park, which opened in 1961 as a park for African Americans back when they weren't allowed on public beaches.
Thank goodness the state has this, and it's going to always keep it preserved. You know, a nice, beautiful outer bank along the North Carolina coast.
Wildlife.
You'll see some of the egrets all up in the trees here.
And ospreys.
There's 2 flying around right up there.
The marsh.
There's marsh grass and what we call the backwaters.
Marsh cruises. Captain Darrell Marsh.
You have all these unique grass flats and areas, great fishing, great recreation all around.
She's fishing in a good spot in the shadow of Swansboro.
It was a large fishing community for a long time. In fact, a few of the structures on the downtown waterfront were fish houses.
The old brick store.
It is one of the oldest buildings in Onslow County.
And just across the way,
over here on the left is Pelican Island here.
A pelican carving and an American flag.
So I think it's really still an undiscovered treasure. You have this nice stretch of Bear Island completely uninhabited other than a little bit of park structure.
And walking trails through the woods.
I mean, I love the North Carolina coast.
Especially Bogue Sound, Bear Island, and the beauty all around.
Swansboro, Emerald Isle, I mean, all along through here is just so much to offer, so much to do here.
It just looks so relaxing. This area is also known for hiking and kayaking, and in the marshy areas for sometimes getting stuck there on the sandbars.
Still pretty to look at though, like you said.